What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you how to do multicolor prints like this in Bambu Studio. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I've started a blank project here in Bambu Studio. We're going to go ahead and get our STL imported. So we're just going to go ahead and import this. So I downloaded this little subscribe button that you can use. Also, there's one in your browser or your app if you would like to press that as well to support the channel. But anyway, let's say we wanted this to have multiple colors. I wanted a red and a white. Let me take this away. So right now I've just got red in here. Over here on the left-hand side though, we can add another type of filament. So let's go ahead and add that and let's make it white. Keep in mind that this can be done on Windows and Mac. I am using Windows for this, but I use Mac all the time and it's the same process. So once you have your two filaments that you want to use, or more if you have more in your AMS, we want to go over here. Well, first you want to click the STL, or the little object, and then go over here to this little color painting, or you can hit N on your keyboard. We'll click that and bring it up. And so what I want to do is I want to turn all the text on here white, but we have a few different tool types that we can use. I'm just going to go over these just so you kind of have a firm understanding of how they work. There's the circle, which is basically you're essentially painting. That's what you're going to do. So let's see if I can make this big just for the video so you can see it. I could sit here and, well, let me change the filament color to white here. I could sit here and paint this model like this and then click off of the color painting, and you can see now that it's going to print in those colors. It's going to have white just where I just painted. Of course, I don't actually want this, but I did want to show you exactly how this tool works. And you can see back here, this is a little purge tower. It's not going to look like this when you actually print it. This is just to show you the different types of colors that you're using in your print. So I'm going to hit Command Z to go back here. And I'm going to make sure that I have the white color selected. There is a sphere option, very similar to the circle tool. The only difference is you can see here it is in a three-dimensional sphere. So if you are painting something concave, it's super helpful to use this tool instead. And then triangle is the next one. The interesting thing about triangle is this kind of uses the triangles that make up an STL. If you did not know, STLs are just made up of tons of triangles. So I can sit here and hover over them, and you can see it's selecting the different types of triangles that are used to make this. And you could sit here and just tap random ones if you wanted to. Of course, this is not what we would want to do, but it is something if you have something that you just want to like make specific areas painted, this is a good option. The one we're going to be using is this one, which is height range. So I'm going to come back to it. But there is another one called fill, which is really nice. This is going to be like a paint bucket that you have in like Photoshop or any other application. You can sit here and just tap. And this is actually super nice, super easy. And the majority of the times when you're painting, you're going to be using this. You can see that I could actually just use this and accomplish what I want to accomplish if I wanted to. But I'm going to make this a little easier so I don't have to sit here and click. If it was a ton of text, that would take me a lot of time. So there's another way I'm going to do it. And then there's the gap fill. To be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with this tool myself, so I can't really speak on it. Maybe I can do another video on that one at a later date. But let's go back to height range here because that's what we're going to do. I'm going to reset the model view here and then go back in. Okay. So what we want to do is use the height range here. And you can set the layer height however you want it. Like I could sit here and do a layer height of 1.88. I'm printing at 0.2 layer height, so I'm actually going to just do this at 0.2. So it's one specific layer that I am selecting. So what you can do is you can see I'm literally just selecting the area that I want this white color. So I could sit here and do this if I wanted to have just like white layers peppered in between there. Of course, I don't actually want to do that, so we're not going to do that. But here at the top, I could go all the way to the top layer, this one here, and just click once, and boom, I have a multicolor print ready to go. And this is exactly how I wanted it. So what I can do now is just click off the painting, and you can see here that it set that as the color that I wanted it to. So when you're printing this, let's go ahead and slice this plate. So once it's sliced, you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. This is a good way to test to see if this is, what you're trying to accomplish. So the interesting thing here that you can see though is this purge block looks a little different now, right? So it only has this here as the white layer. So what this means is it's going to print red the entire way up till it gets to the top, and then it's going to switch to the white, which is great. So the cool thing about this too is over here on the right hand side, you can see the number of times that it has to do the filament change. So from what I've selected, it has to do 9 filament changes. Of course, we could probably get that down if we tinkered with it, but I'm really just wanting to show you how to do the painting of a model. So it's interesting because you can see the number of times it's going to do the change. Keep in mind, the more filament changes you have, the more drastic time difference you will see on your printing process. So now that we have this ready to go, we're gonna go ahead and hit print plate. And this is the part that's gonna matter most. Right before you select your printer, of course I don't have any of my printers on, so we're not actually gonna start printing this, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna select from your drop down here what filament slot you're gonna use. So if I had red and 1, I would select drop down 1 here, and then on the white, I would select drop down 2 if it's in the second slot. And of course, this works with multiple AMSs as well. So you can have up to 16 colors in total if you had 4 different AMSs going in through a hub. I personally only have 1 AMS. I honestly don't even really print a lot of multicolor other than like 2 at a time. I'll do some stuff like this. Like this is a 3-color print. By the way, cool coaster. I can link it down below if you guys are interested in downloading one of these. But yeah, hopefully this was super helpful for you and gets you kind of up and going on Bambu Studio. I'm hoping to do more of these Bambu Studio beginner guides, or honestly any slicers. So if you have any questions about how to do certain things in certain slicers, let me know and I will do my best to post some videos. Thanks so much for checking it out. We'll see you next time.